Okay, guys, so let's tap into this next clip. What is that, Brandy? Y'all know that she really wasn't going live too much, but it looks like she's about to make a change with that and gonna start going live a little more. So this is her birthday month, so she just wanted to come live and just give everybody a life update. So not only does Brandy have a house, y'all, she have 2 jobs, and she even revealed what type of work she do, and she told us what changed, what made her start taking more responsibility. And she said it was when her dad went to jail, when she realized she really didn't have no one else. She couldn't come to the internet because they was turning her away every chance they got. And she went on to say other things, y'all. So just check out what else Brenda had to say in this life update, and y'all let me know what y'all think about it in the comment section.
It is day 2 of my birthday out of 30 days. I turned 24 this year, y'all. So y'all gonna see more of me, more of me, more of me. I guess I have changed. I changed a lot, y'all. I don't be on here no more like that. I know a lot of you guys like to hunt me with my past, which is okay. I mean, that's what keeps me on my swivel, I understand. So I do appreciate that. Honestly, like, it just makes me be a better person, because it'd be like, y'all would never let me forget. So it's like, I'll never forget. So, but, a little catch up on my life. Yeah, I still have 2 jobs. One of my jobs, I work in childcare, and then the other job, I work for the movies. I try my best, to make my dime and my own now. I do appreciate a lot of y'all telling me, like, Brandy, hey, you are a parent, you gotta be a parent, so I try to do, my co-parenting with Tati now more and more. How y'all doing on this beautiful Monday? One thing about it is we all got some kind of past. I know I do. All we can do is be better and keep it pushing. Exactly, Heather. And that's like something that, like, I appreciate that. Some of my, I don't know if y'all like my fans or if y'all like my supporters, or if y'all just genuinely want to come on here and bully me every time. But, like, y'all keep me on my toes. Oh my God. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm supposed to be at work today. I actually want to be at work today, but I have pink eye. I don't know which one of my 3 children I contracted it from. One of the 3 gave it to me. Yeah, so I've just been trying to change. And then not only that, like, the fields that I've been in, I want to change for them and change for the better of them. I've been practicing on my cursing. I've been trying to, like, practice on my patience even more, because you have to remember that some of these children don't get, like, the love and the care at home. And, like, you might be the love and the care that they get. Like, I don't know. I had to put myself in a lot of the kids' shoes. So, like, it's been putting a lot of patience and teaching me a lot of patience. And, like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's been making me grow. It's been sitting me back and realizing life. I hope everybody on here get touched by a little bit of my positivity or a little bit of my change. I know a lot of y'all, come on here, just to see if I'm still back in that drama field, but no, I'm not no more. Like I said, I'm on to better things this year. I'm with my Mamba mentality. I'll be 24 this year. I try, I try. I know I was young, and, I know I did some things that made y'all look at me differently a few years ago, which, I mean, I would have looked at me differently too. I can't judge y'all, I do miss being on here and stuff, and I do miss being in some of the drama, but like I said, I just gotta do what's best for my daughter now, and and do what's best for my future. And then, like I said, y'all gotta always remember, like, the field that I'm in now, I can't live that life that I used to live anymore. And I don't have a problem with it because it's growth, like, that was when I was young. I mean, even though that was a few years ago, people make change. And it's like, if you notice where you were wrong at, you can always make a change. So that's my biggest goal right now, like, to make a change. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I just try my best. Update on my hothead that was in jail. They out, Everybody did the best that they could do. Today I gotta do my calling around today and handle some more business since I'm not at work. Good morning, Tati. How you doing this morning? You gotta go to work today? If not, we can play the game. I just barely got my eye drops last night, so technically I'm still in infectious state. I will be at home all day. Sadly. You know, like, I actually like my bread. I actually work 30 days out of 30 days, which I actually have been doing, guys. Yesterday, if I would have went to work yesterday would have been my 28th day, you guys, back to back. Yes, I do not come out here and tell y'all what I do, but I do work Monday through Friday, and then my second job, they always book me on the weekends and maybe like a Friday or a Monday. So like I work every day, and some days I might work a double, you know, like I just been trying to grind and keep on grinding, and like, you know, like the more and more I get older and more I think about there's more things that I have to pay for than just bills. I gotta pay for my debt. I gotta pay for my, like, you know, I gotta pay for my health insurance. I gotta pay for more things than just living, you know, like my lights and my responsibilities. There's other responsibilities that I also have to take care of too as an adult. And I feel like a lot of people don't understand that, and they just think like, you know, let me take care of the surface, but like I still gotta take care of within depth. And then it's like the IRS still ain't released my money, y'all. So I gotta go call them. Definitely, you gotta take care of your daughter. Brandon, I do take care of my daughter. Y'all don't even know my daughter is upstairs in her own bed. I take care of my daughter. My daughter is very well taken care of. I hustle for my daughter. I don't hustle for nobody else. Because like I said, if I'm gone, I want my daughter to be taken care of. That's the understanding that I'm trying to get y'all to understand. Is that I make sure I pay my life insurance so that way if anything is to happen to me while I'm out here hustling and making sure that I have a living for me and my daughter, if anything is to happen to me, she's going to be covered, baby. She's my only beneficiary. Other than her mom, her other mom. That's my only beneficiary because she's my only daughter. So that means if my life insurance say $200,000 because I died from an accident, that's how much money my daughter is going to be getting. I don't play. And that's what she's going to get it at 18 if anything is to happen to me. Because I'm out here hustling and I'm out here paying my life insurance. Like I said, I finally came to the understanding that it's more to life than just sitting around and going to work and coming back and paying bills. It's preparing for the long run. You know, preparing for those rainy days. Having it when you don't have it usually. You get what I'm saying? And like, that's been the biggest growth for me because it's like I used to be able to not have to go to work, not wake up on certain times and do certain things and still be able to cover my bills. Now I have to have 2 jobs and get up at certain times and not get my sleep or not actually have a day off to handle my bills, which is life, you know. And like I'm starting to see what y'all meant. Like, Brady, there's way more than life, or maybe way more to life than just what you're doing, which was like the truth, which was like the hardest truth that I had to swallow, because it was like, that's so unfair to life. I don't know how to explain it, but like I done woke up, you know, like I'm here, I'm awake. Life done slapped me in my face, baby. Trust me. And now I'm here, you know, I'm aware, I'm attentive. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you. This is my birthday month, y'all, and like I said, I woke up on a positive note. I'm up cleaning, handling business. The growth is real, thank you. I don't know how to explain it. Where you been? Gino, I've been work. I was just telling them I've been working. It's so nice to hear a young adult speak. This is way you have matured so much, so refreshing. Thank you. Appearance is everything. Appearance is definitely everything, but not when you're in your own house. I mean, I wouldn't expect y'all to be bust down for y'all. I mean, in y'all house, you know. When did you decide to start maturing, Brandy? I want to say like my biggest maturing state was last year. Because like, I came to the realization that even though I have social media also as a revenue or as an avenue for revenue, I don't need to bank on it. You know, like you guys are my supporters. You guys choose to click on me. You guys choose to be here for me. So I need to be appreciative of that and continue to bring on content for you guys. But like the more that I've grown and I've been growing up, I'm starting to learn that I need to go out and get it on my own and be a parent and do the things that my parents were doing. Because it's like, you know, they were setting an example. It's never like I never not had an example. You know, like I've always had a hustler, come from hustlers. My family members are hustlers. It's just, you know, I was shown a different avenue, and it's like I need to go back to my roots. I need to hustle how I used to hustle. Even if I need 2 jobs, 3 jobs, that's what I need to do. And like, you know, that clicked to me when I had my daughter. Honestly, because it was just like, I can't live life like a young kid anymore, thinking or feeling, when I had my daughter, because also, like, I like to tell a lot of people, like, you know, even though y'all have y'all parents, y'all feel like y'all have something to bank on, you know, and, like, my father was really my biggest backbone to me, you know, and him going and being incarcerated now, it's just, like, it made life harder for me, because it's like, even though I knew I was out there getting it on my own, I knew for a fact, if I needed help on my rent, I can go call my dad, you know, or like, I can go call my mom. Well, not my mom, but my dad, I knew for a fact, because he was a truck driver, so I just knew it's easy to pick up that phone and go call them when I know I'm behind on something, or even if I lose my job, I can go call on him. But the moment that he went to jail, I broke down. And, like, I was just, like, mentally, it was like, who do I call on now? Who is my backbone? Who's going to have my back when I don't have it? And that was where my realization came in, you know? And I'm sorry to say it, but that's when, like, he's not dead. But that's when my realization came in, because I was like, dang, Brandy, what are you going to do when your dad actually dies? Like, you know, like, yeah, he had it to help support you. Yes, he could support every move that I was making. He could even, you know, support every household I lived in without it hurting him. You get what I'm saying? But it was the finalization of me figuring out the responsibilities that I actually had to handle on my own, as if I had no one to bank on. That's where it snapped. You know, like, that's where it was like, I bumped my head. And it was like, not like that, but y'all also pushed me as well. Like, you can't come over here asking us for nothing. We don't believe in you. We don't trust you. We don't even like you like that no more. And it made me like I said, like, I had nobody to bank on as a person. I just had to pick up my grown woman panties and, like, handle all the grown activities that I have to handle, and I still have to handle them. And I commend a lot of people out there that, like, no matter what, you still get up and you go handle your business, because it's like, every day I just want to give up, because it's like, the more and more I work, the more and more society continues to put me in more and more debt. But hey, it is what it is, you know, like, that's just life, you know, you just gotta always, in America, you're gonna be working off your debt until the day you die, baby. That's just what it is, you know, like. But that's what I realized. Like, that's just life, you know. That's just life, you know. And I commend every woman, every man on here that, like, is going through the same problem that I'm going through. I give it to you, you know. And like I said, that was my biggest realization. Like, I really had nobody. Everybody know I'm good for the money, like, you know. But I really just had nobody to bank on, so I had to be that for myself, you know. And that's why, like, the growth is real for me, because I done learned on my own. I done bumped my head. I done been at the bottom of the barrel. Now I'm trying to climb myself back up. And it's like, you still gonna hit the dirt and the grime, and you might want to stop and take a break sometimes, but guess what? That dirt and grime is still gonna be on you. You still gonna remember. You still gonna have debt. And it's just like, about how it's how you take life and how you maneuver with it. And then, like I said, there'd be days where I just want to give up, because it's just like, after I pay a debt, I look right back around and it's another bill collector at my door. Like, Hey, you know you put me on a hold last week. You know you put me on the hold, baby. I got you, but we still need our money. Like, you know, we've been waiting. You have to pay your other debt, but we've been waiting. Where you at? Where you at? Oh, you don't want to pay us? Okay, we just gonna mess up your credit. Like, that's why you don't have children if you cannot even afford yourself. Understand you're 100% correct, but you know the way life works is God will bless you with a child even before you're even ready for it. And so that's one thing I do appreciate. You know, God blessed me with my child before I was ready for her, and now I'm way beyond, you know, equipped for my daughter. You know, like I'm right there with her. You know, like Princess, you gonna hit me with a jab? All right, baby, I got you. You know, like I love my baby, but I can say like not one parent can say like physically, emotionally, and mentally I was ready for that baby to come out of me, and I've been ready. No. Not one parent can say that. Like, I understand where y'all coming from, but I'm a parent, and every parent on here can personally agree with me. Like, they had a doubt in their heart at a point in time. How can I do something? You get what I'm saying? So it's like, for you to say that, you kind of contradicted life in general, man, because there is no book on parenting. There's no book on when's the perfect time to go have a kid. No, baby. Like, I was always ready to be a mom. You get what I'm saying? But I wasn't ready to be a mom with Princess's father. And he wasn't ready to be a father again. You get what I'm saying? He's not a bad father. Let me take that back. He's a father. You get what I'm saying? But it's like, people are never really prepared. And even though some people are really prepared, it's like, you're not prepared for the relationships that come with this child. You get what I'm saying? So like, if you notice, like, okay, for example, DDG and Hollow, everybody can prepare to be a parent, but nobody can prepare for the outcomes that happen when you become a parent. If y'all understand what I'm saying. My child is well taken care of. I have a house over my child's head. How about that one?